I got interested in our industry when I was 16 years old. I worked in a coffee shop, and I flipped burgers, I waitressed, I cashiered, and I just loved waiting on people. I thought it was just fabulous.
I think Liz's most important contribution to the industry is setting a very high bar on sales professionalism.
You know, when I think about Liz Erikson's legacy, I think it will be the number of people that she mentored and trained along the way.
She has mentored many, both men and women, and she is the ultimate sales professional, in my opinion.
The hotel industry is replete with individuals that have fallen under her tutelage, and she's been a great mentor for a lot of people. And that's the lasting legacy I think she'll have.
Liz has focused her career and her life around her compassion, not only for those who she mentors in this industry, the people who work for her, but also her personal life.
When I was told that I was going to receive this award tonight, I was advised that the reason I was going to receive the award is because I was a pathfinder for women in our industry. And granted, when I graduated from college in 1968, there were very few women in hotel sales.
To describe Liz in one word, it would be tenacious. The reason being, she, in a world that was dominated by men, she fought her way in and just stayed tough to her position, tough to her own scruples and desires, and made it large in the industry.
I think to Liz, this honor is a capstone and recognition of the service that she's given to the hotel industry over the years. It's a recognition long overdue, in my view, and certainly well-deserved.
Her professionalism, her ability to mentor and train as far as sales professionals are concerned, her ability to create win-win experiences between the customer and the company that she represented. I think a great deal of people that have observed Liz throughout the years have learned a tremendous amount. She sets the bar very high.
Liz created room at the board table. She is one of just a couple women in our industry that created a place for an executive woman in the hotel industry.
It was difficult, there's no question. We had to prove ourselves. I think we had to prove ourselves threefold compared to men. But once, and we had to stand up for our beliefs, and because if you didn't, they would completely run over you and you would be out of the industry.
She was not intimidated. She was fearless, and she charged forward with her ambition and her intelligence, and again with her compassion. She made the hospitality industry and the hotel industry a place where women today can thrive.
She has a wonderful sense of irony, coupled with a wicked sense of humor.
During an ASA meeting in Washington, D.C. back in the 1980s, we were both having dinner at the Prime Rib restaurant in D.C., but both with different parties. And so I came out and went to get my town car that I'd rented, and they bring over a town car. I said, well, that's not my town car, because there were stuff in the back that wasn't mine. So I come to find out that Liz stole my town car and didn't realize that she'd taken mine instead of hers. And then she turned that back on me and said, okay, you need to sign a contract, then I'll give you your car back.
To be inducted into the Hall of Leaders is an incredible way to be recognized for all the hard work and the passion that I've shown in the last 45 years to our industry.
At the Squire Room at the Fairmont Hotel in San Francisco, Lynn had a group of us for lunch one day. And at the conclusion of the lunch, the waiter approached us asking people if they'd like coffee or tea. And Liz says, just a moment, bring the coffee to me, please. And she played mother. The coffee service was brought to her, and she poured each one of us the cup of coffee or tea of our choice. That sense of personal ownership, of hospitality, characterizes Liz throughout her entire career.
I'm just humbled by it because I look at the list of award winners prior to me, and it's humbling because I don't even know if I really deserve this award.
Liz Erikson not only is intelligent, has vision, had ambition as a very young woman, forging her way through a very male-dominated industry. But she has an emotional intelligence that she has been able to connect with people both on the customer side and the professional side, which has forged a way to give us a path and give me a path. And I'm sure that my colleagues here in this room today find there's not many women that have the ability to really make a difference, and she has.
I believe technology is going to change this industry. I think it's already beginning to turn it upside down. And I think because of technology, we're going to do meetings differently. We're going to have a further outreach where we will be using technology as a vehicle to bring in more people to our meetings.
She was one of the first people that believed in relationship selling and buying. That being that she believed that she could have a good relationship with the customer, be friends with them, but when it came time to negotiate a contract, she would be the toughest negotiator, always looking out for hotels and be an absolute pit bull, but fair.
It's a great way for us to build relationships, and I hope technology doesn't hurt that, because I think relationship building is crucial, and one-on-one meetings are absolutely important in no matter what industry you're in.
Liz is a very compassionate person, and she met one of the loves of her life through this industry, and I had the honor of attending her wedding. And this was before Katrina. This was before it was sort of in vogue to support Habitat for Humanity. But Liz and Ziggy at the time requested that all the guests, they bought out a resort in a fabulous, private location. And she said, in lieu of gifts, please give to your favorite charity. And Ziggy and I support Habitat for Humanity.
When you look back on her history in the industry, everyone will say that she had a class and a style that was unique to her family, and unique to the industry.
Quite honestly, I can't think of a man or woman that deserves it more than Liz.
It's a great way to end a career. I'm retiring December 31st, and I'm just so proud and blessed.